Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this is gonna be like the final part in my declutter series. I've already done foundations and I also have like blush bronzer type declutter, and this is gonna be the third part where I'm gonna be showing you all of my eye stuff, most of my eye stuff, I guess. Eyes and eyebrows, yeah, that's gonna be the declutter of today. So let's get started. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment and hit the red color subscribe button right underneath this video, and also hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I upload. Now let's get started. So this is all of my eye and eyebrow category. I'm going to be starting out with eyebrows. So let's look at some eyebrow products. I think everything is mixed up. I'm going to take it out and arrange it a little bit better. Then we can start decluttering my eyebrow products. Guys, I quickly wanted to talk about these Sindoor products. I actually have two. I don't need two. I'm just going to keep this one. I have both colors from Color Bar. The shades are called My Red and My Maroon. I'm going to keep My Maroon and discard My Red. So that's something I just wanted to tell you guys. Let's start with eyebrow pencils. So the first eyebrow pencil is this one by Essence. It's called the Baby Got Brow Waterproof Eyebrow Pencil. I'm not sure what the shade is. Let me check. It's brunette. So this is something that I got recently, used it in my Essence video. I'm going to keep this. I actually am testing it out. I think I do like this. It's not my favorite, but I do like this. So I'm going to keep this. Next up, I have the Lakme Micro Brow Perfector. This is extremely old. I love this pencil. I think I have quite a lot left. Oh my god. But I have used it quite a bit, but it's very old, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this pencil. Next up, I have the Elf eyebrow pencil. This is also actually very old, you guys. I have the shade what shade do I have? I have the shade Deep Brown. I actually really like it. I think they've come out with like a waterproof version of this particular shade. This is really nice for a quick eyebrow fill. Like you can see, it has a fat tip. I only have this much left, so I think I might as well use it up and like finish it. And it's also nice to use on the go. It's like easy. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. Next we have these two eyebrow pencils, which are basically the same. I have like a mini one of the Precisely My Brow pencil. This is in the shade 4. I really enjoy using this, but since this is a mini one, it doesn't come with a spoolie, and that's why like I really like this, so that's why I ended up purchasing the full size. I like this shade as well, and the shade in the large one, like the big one, is 4.5. so this is 4.5. This is also a nice shade for me. I did use it the other day. Not much of a difference, but this does come with a spoolie, the bigger one. So there was like a great sale. I got this for $13 on Sephora or something, for a 50% off, I guess. So obviously this is my go-to. I love grabbing this whenever I'm in doubt, and this just does the job really well. You can never go wrong with it. So I really like this. I'm gonna keep this. Next up, we have some eyebrow mascaras. I have these two. One is by NYX, which is the Thick It Stick It eyebrow mascara, and this is in the shade Espresso. Oh my god, you guys, I really like this, but yeah, this got over actually. You know, there's not much product. See, there's no product left at all. I use this up really quickly. The thing is, with this particular type of a product, you just need to use this. You don't need an eyebrow pencil or anything. If you're like looking for some quick fix in your eyebrows are nice and neatly shaped, you just need a little bit of filling, then go for this. This is really nice, but I'm gonna throw this out because it's obviously empty. So I will not repurchase this because I have other products to go through. I'll repurchase this once I'm done with all of this. I hope I remember, because this is such a nice product and I really enjoyed using this. So yeah, we'll definitely repurchase once these are done. Next, similar kind of thing is this Essence Thick and Wow Fix and Brow Mascara, and this is in the shade brunette brown again. This is also really nice, quick fix, but guys, please start with the tail of your eyebrows, and whatever product is left, take it to the front part of your eyebrows with this product, because it is pigmented and it can like look clumpy if you start with the front portion of your eyebrows. So I actually like this, but you need to kind of understand how to use it so that you can use it well and it doesn't look really funny or anything. So I like this. I'm gonna keep this. The other Essence brow gel I have is called the Make Me Brow. This is also nice. It's a little bit pigmented like the other one. This is in the shade Ashy Brows. Again, with this product, start with the tail of your eyebrows and then take it to the front part of your eyebrows. This is a nice color for me. I really enjoy using this. Lasts well on my eyebrows. So obviously I'm going to keep this. Next, I have the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is the most easiest product to use. I've seen Jessica Brown talk about this and I purchased this after watching her video. It's so easy to use. It's not super pigmented. It's not very intimidating. So you can use this, and like even if you go overboard, you can get away with it. So it's a nice product. Again, I'm in the shade Brunette, but I think I can go a shade darker in this. Really like this. It's just like a quick eyebrow fix, although you cannot use this or the Essence, this one. These two you cannot use them alone. You have to use like an eyebrow pencil and then set it with these gels. So yeah, I'm going to keep both of those. And I'm going to get rid of these two. These are extremely old. Back in the day, I used to rave about this eyebrow product, if you remember, and you can see it's well used and loved. I think I'm going to keep these tweezers. It's really nice. It's like tiny, handy and nice. So I'm going to keep this tweezer. But the product is really nice. If you are into powder eyebrow products, then definitely give this one a shot. I usually mix this color with the gel and then apply it onto my eyebrows. It stays really well. The other day when I used it, I got a pimple on my eyebrow. So that's when I knew that this was extremely old. So I'm going to get rid of this because it's at least 4 years old. So I'm going to get rid of this. This one is also extremely old. I used to use this a lot back in the day, but then I'm not into eyebrow pomades anymore. I feel like it's a little bit too I don't know, it's a little bit too artificial. I don't like to draw on my eyebrows anymore. I just like them like, naturally, very lightly filled. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. If you're looking for a pomade, this is a good option to go for. If you're into that, it's a good option. Otherwise, like, stick with the pencils. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. So I'm getting rid of 4 eyebrow products and keeping like technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, because these two both of these are benefit products. So yeah, so this is the keep, this is the discard. Next, we're going to be looking at some eyeliners. I have gel liners, liquid liners, pen style eyeliners, everything in here. We're going to be going through them and then discarding a few and keeping a few. So let's start, before which I'm going to arrange this a little bit better so that you can see properly. Okay, let's start with some colored eyeliners. So this one is by Cuffs and Lashes. I did not use this eyeliner even once, you guys. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever use a white eyeliner. I don't know why I got it, but again, this is extremely old. This is like nicely pigmented and it was like talked about when it initially launched, but I don't know. I don't think I'll use it. If I ever need a white eyeliner, I'll maybe purchase it in the future, but for now I don't need this, and it's all getting rid of this. Next, we have these Lakme eyeliners. These are some colorful shades. It's oh my god, it's separating. These are really good actually. I've used this like a couple of times. I don't really wear colored eyeliners, but I have used this like, a couple of times. These are extremely pigmented. It is so vibrant, you guys. Like you can see, it's really nice. I've used the green one more than the blue one, I guess, but I don't think I'll be using this, so I'm gonna pass this on maybe. I think it still works fine. So maybe I'll pass it on to my sister or someone who enjoys colored eyeliners. I'm gonna get rid of this. Let's talk about some liquid black eyeliners that I actually use. So these are all of the eyeliners I've got. It's not a huge collection. It's very, very simple. I keep reaching out for the same liners, and I keep repurchasing the same liners over and over again. With liners, I'm like very, very particular, very, very specific. I need the blackest black, the mattest matte, if you will. So yeah, let's start with this one. This is the Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. This one, it's really pigmented. It's extremely black. The tip is like super thin, like you can see. There's nothing wrong with the tip. It does take a little bit of time to apply because the tip is very thin. But then on those days when I need like a barely noticeable liner, almost looks like your lash line is very dark, so that's when I want to grab this. So I think I want to keep this for that purpose. This is a really nice one if you are into this very, very thin sort of liner looks. So I'm going to keep this. Next up we have this Wet n Wild eyeliner. This is like a pen style liner. You can obviously see and you can like tell if I'm going to keep this or not. This is so bad, you guys. It's just extremely bad. It's not the blackest eyeliner and it kind of separates. It doesn't look good. It doesn't last at all. It's super hard to apply. Obviously I'm going to get rid of this. I do not like this. It's the breakup proof waterproof liquid liner. No, you guys, this is not waterproof. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. Next I have my favorite all-time favorite liquid eyeliner. It's the Essence Liquid Ink Eyeliner. You might have seen this on my channel so many times. I think you can get this on Myntra in India. I got mine on Amazon.com here in the US. I've gone through bottles and bottles of this. I never get bored of this. This is the best eyeliner in the market. It's like extremely black. It's so nice. The tip is nice. You can apply it very, very nicely on the eyelid. It's very, very beautiful, lasts forever. I'll keep repurchasing this. I guess this is like my 4th or 5th bottle for sure. I really like this. Obviously gonna keep this. Next I have the Physicians Formula waterproof eyeliner. Again, this is my second second pen. So this is, again, I love the way the applicator easily glides on my skin. It's not that stiff applicator. Now for like when it comes to felt tip eyeliners, I hate those stiff applicators that does not let you apply the eyeliner on your eyelid properly. It does not glide the way you want it to glide. But this one, it is kind of like a brush attached to a pen. So like you can see, it's just like it glides so well. I love this. I will keep repurchasing this. I haven't found a better like a better pen style eyeliner that's easy to carry, the blackest black. This is the waterproof variant, by the way. Love this. Highly, highly recommend this if you're in the US. Next up we have this Sugar Pop eyeliner. I don't know if I tried this on camera, but I tried this the other day. It was extremely cheap. I got it when I went to India. The brush is extremely bad, you guys. I don't know if you can see this. I don't know if you can see that, but like the brush is so bad. It's super hard to apply. It is black, but it draws like a thick line up front. So you cannot really manipulate anything here. So I do not like this. I think I'm going to pass this on to someone who's better at applying eyeliners. Me, I struggle applying eyeliners. I need it to be like a nice tip and the blackest black, and that's how I can get it to apply properly. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Not a fan. Bye bye. I have a couple of pencil type eyeliners, like kohl pencils. I have way too much for a person who doesn't even put these types of kohl pencils on her waterline. I just use it on my upper waterline very occasionally when I want my makeup to look perfect. So that's how I use it. Let's start with these nude pencils. This one is by Essence, which is something that I got recently, and this one is by PAC, which is really old. I don't need both, so I think I'm gonna keep the newer one. The PAC one is good, but yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's old and it's kind of looking weird, so I'm gonna get rid of the PAC one, keep the Essence one. Next, let's talk about this one. This is again by PAC. This is also a really nice kohl pencil, very long lasting, and it's super black, glides easily and stuff like that. Again, this is old, and I have other kohl pencils that I reach out to more often than anything else, so I think I don't want to keep this because I don't want this because I have other kohl pencils, so I'm gonna get rid of this. Nykaa one, nothing special. This is called the Black Magic Kajal. I might pass this on to my sister because I don't know, I don't use a whole lot of kohl pencils like I told you, so yeah, I don't need this. I need something that doesn't transfer onto my lower waterline because I only apply kohl pencils on my upper waterline, and I need my lower lash line, waterline, everything to be blank to get that doll-like eyes effect that I tend to go for these days. So yeah, for that this will really not help, but on the actual lower waterline this will be nice, a good affordable option, but I don't need this. We'll pass this on to my sister. Next, I have my beloved Faces Gel Kajal. I've recommended this to you guys so many times, and I've got a pencil for my mother-in-law as well. She really enjoys it. It's very long lasting, extremely black, but then again, I don't use a lot of this, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this. Plus this is extremely old, so I'm not gonna pass this on to anyone, so I'm just like straight up getting rid of that. And then I have the Sephora 12-hour pencil. So this is in the shade black, obviously, and I got this recently during the Sephora sale. This is so nice. It's like nice rich black, not as black as the Faces one, but this does not transfer, you guys. It's just like after you apply it, it's set. That's all. So that's the kind of eyeliner I need, so I'm obviously gonna keep this. Next we have the Urban Decay Perversion liner, I guess. This is something that I got as a freebie. This does transfer, and it's not the blackest black, so I'm not really a fan, but I'm gonna pass this on to someone who likes using kohl pencils, so yeah, I'm gonna pass this on. Next up, I have the Maybelline one. No, is this the Maybelline one? Yeah, it's the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Liner. This is really nice to do like these precise sort of work. It does break easily if you take like more than what's required, but this one is really nice, you guys, to do this precise sort of work. This has like a really nice thin tip, like you can see. It's a very thin liner, so I'm going to keep this. I think this can come in handy during, for specific makeup cases, so I'm going to keep that. And I also have the Inglot gel liner. It's the AMC gel liner in the shade 77. I started using this with the Inglot Dura line. I use this like very rarely for specific occasions when I want my makeup to look perfect, so this is something that I grab, and when I have a little bit of time, this does take time to apply, so I like using this. It's the blackest black liner, so obviously I'm going to keep this along with this. Okay, I'm getting rid of way more eyeliners that I'm keeping. I'm keeping only like 6, including some gel pencils like the kohl pencils and the liquid eyeliners, and I'm getting rid of these many. So I'm proud of myself, happy over this declutter. Let's move on. Next, we're going to be looking through some mascaras. I have some old ones that I need to get rid of, so let's arrange this a little bit better and get started with decluttering mascaras. Let's start with an obvious keep. This is not too old, I hope. So I'm gonna keep this mascara. This is really nice. It's the Essence Lash Princess mascara. Love this. Will repurchase this over and over again. It makes my lashes look nice, natural, pretty. Gives a little bit of volume, little bit of length. Really love this. So I'm gonna keep this. Next up, we have two of these volume stylist mascaras from Essence. One is a new one, the other one is an old one. Really love this. That's exactly why I have two. It makes my lashes look really pretty, natural, and it's cheap, you guys. This Essence, it makes like really nice mascaras for like less than $5. So this is clearly old, so I'm gonna like throw this out and keep the brand new one. Next up, we have this L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which I do use when I want my lashes to look a little bit more dramatic, a little bit more prettier, little bit less natural, I guess. I really like this. Gonna keep this. Will keep repurchasing this. This is like my second tube. I had one in India and I came here and I got one over here as well. Gonna keep this. Next up, I have this L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. This gives insane length to my eyelashes. But unfortunately, the first time I bought this, I got the shade Black Brown. So this is the shade Black Brown. I never use this. So I think I'm gonna like pass this on maybe to my sister, and then I'll keep the black one. This is the blackest black. Really like this for lengthening my lashes. Next, I have this Maybelline Big Shot mascara. Again, a really nice mascara, but this is extremely old. Yeah, it's old, so I'm gonna throw this out, but I don't think I'll repurchase this, but it was a decent mascara. So I'm keeping 4 mascaras, these 4, and I'm throwing out these 3. Well, technically I'm throwing out 2. One is something that I'm going to pass on to my little sister. So yeah, that's the declutter of mascaras. I don't have a whole lot of mascaras. I don't buy a lot of it. I use the same thing over and over again. So that's why there are like lesser number of mascaras. Guys, we're going to be talking about the eyeshadows that I have, which I'm going to declutter. I have some bigger palettes. Mostly I have smaller palettes. Let's go through them and arrange them and then start decluttering them. Okay, those are all of my eyeshadow palettes. Let's start with this one. This is the only cream shadow that I have. I never use this. Yeah, I think it's like a little bit dried out and I don't think it's gonna blend properly. It's the K-Beauty eyeshadow stick in the shade Splendid. I used this a couple of times, but I don't think I love it so much that I want to keep it, so gonna get rid of that. Next, let's go over all of these big daddies so that we can, you know, get done with the bigger palettes and have space for the smaller palettes so that I can zoom you guys in and talk about other things properly. So let's start with the Tati Beauty palette. Obviously I'm going to keep this. This is, oh my god, I love this palette. I haven't used this as much as I want to use this because it's extremely expensive and I want to use this really well, but I have gotten good use out of this. Obviously it's not an everyday, it could be an everyday palette if you stick to these shades, but these glitters, oh my god, I love this palette, you guys. It's extremely beautiful. Can you see how shiny and gorgeous these are? Love this palette. I will keep this palette forever and ever and ever. Obvious keep. Next is these two Jaclyn Hill palettes. Again, I'm going to keep both of them. I'm going to be like honest with you guys. This is the original palette. I have a whole review on this, I guess, with swatches and stuff. Oh my god, these shades are beautiful. The mattes are beautiful. I use a whole lot of these mattes off camera. I don't use it on camera, so I really like these shimmers as well. Gorgeous palette. obvious keep. We have the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. I'm really sad because I haven't used this a lot. I've used this probably once or twice. I hope I get more use out of this. This is a very beautiful, colorful palette. I don't tend to use colorful eyeshadows, but then if I do, I want to have a good quality palette readily available. So that's gonna be this palette for me. So yeah, it's very, very beautiful. I hope I use this more often. Okay, let's go from left to right. Okay, so this is the Ulta Beauty palette that I got as a freebie when I purchased something on Ulta. I haven't used this palette at all, so I do want to give this a fair shot. Let's just swatch a couple of shades. I haven't even swatched this. So yeah, this is how it looks like. Oh, these are nicely pigmented. Let me use them and see if I like it. If not, I'll pass this on. This also has like a very light blush and a highlighter shade. I want to use this before, I threw it out, so I'll try this out. Next up we have the Ulta Beauty Everyday Faves palette. Oh my god, this is brand new to me. I've used this twice or thrice. I love this palette. It has all the shades that I need. It has a big mirror, like you can see. It has like really nice neutral shades. It looks extremely gorgeous. The shimmers, the mattes. I have used this palette again, like I told you, and I really like the formula, the way it blends and stuff. Lovely palette. Obviously I'm gonna keep this, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this. I don't wear a whole lot of eyeshadows these days, but when I do, it's like mostly one or two colors, and it's mostly nude. So this is something that is like nice and compact, and I will grab definitely. We have the Nika K. Oh, I forgot this palette. So next up we have these two Nika K palettes. Again, this one is something, I think I have a review on all of these palettes. No, if not, at least one of these. So this is the palette. I don't think they sell this anymore. This is the palette called Lucky Charm. It's a very nice, highly pigmented formulation, but then these shades are like super colorful, and I have the Jaclyn Hill palette for the colors, so I don't think I need another mini colorful palette and all that. So I think even though the shades are beautiful, and this is pretty old, so I'm gonna like get rid of this. And then we have the Nika K Autumn Spice palette. So this is the Nika K Autumn Spice palette, and I have an entire review on this, I guess. This is really gorgeous. I've used this a lot, but I don't gravitate towards these warm tone shades anymore. I like a little bit more neutral toned nude, or like cool tone nude. So I don't really use these sort of shades, so I'm gonna sadly get rid of this, but the formulation is really nice. Next up we have the Wet n Wild My Glamour Squad palette. Guys, I love this palette. I have talked about this. This is gorgeous. The colors are right up my alley. So beautiful. I don't know if you can see, there's like a large dent in this particular shade. I've used this a lot. Really lovely colors, gorgeous formulation. I use this a lot, and yeah, that's the pigmentation, you guys. I love this palette. I'm obviously gonna keep it. Again, the shade is called My Glamour Squad. Keep. Next up we have another Wet n Wild palette. This is the Color Icon palette. It's like the repackaged version of this, but this is in the shade Nude Awakening. This is also a gorgeous palette, except for one shade. I remember it was a dud shade. I think it's this one, because I feel like I think I must have fixed it. Oh, nice. So this is the dud shade. I think I scraped off the top and I fixed it. This is again really, really gorgeous, highly pigmented. Look at that, you guys. I really like these Wet n Wild palettes. Very nice and pigmented shades, and the colors are also something that I use often, so I'm gonna keep this. Next up we have again one of my favorite palettes. This is the Nykaa palette, 10-in-1 palette in the shade Smoky at 8. I think I showed you this in my travel makeup essentials video. Except for this shade, I think I can get good use out of all the shades. Really like this, very pigmented. It's just gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. Extremely pigmented, gorgeous shades. Obviously I'm gonna keep this, even though it's like extremely old, like the name is wearing off. It's very old, but then I like this palette, so I'm gonna keep this. Let's talk about these e.l.f. palettes. These are extremely old, and this one does have some mold or something, I guess. I don't think you can see it, but this is in the shade, these are the bite-sized eyeshadows. It's in the shade Truffles. I have like a swatch video or something, like a shots or a reel or something like that. Really pigmented, but then yeah, it's extremely old, and because of the mold, I feel like I don't want to put this on my eye, obviously, right? I also have the shade called Berry Bad. Again, really gorgeous shades, but I don't use this anymore. And this is in the shade Pumpkin Pie. Warm tone, I don't use warm tone anymore, so I'm gonna get rid of all of these shadows, and I'm not gonna pass this on because it has mold or something, so I have to get rid of this. We have all of these ones by Essence. You can see it's worn off. I've used this a lot. Whenever I want to do like one shadow, just like one shadow on my eyelid, I just grab one of these palettes, look at the darker shade, put it on my eyelids, and just blend it out in the crease. This is super easy. It is travel friendly. It also has a mirror. Gorgeous shades. Again, I think I've spoken about this quite a lot on my channel. Really gorgeous. Let me swatch a matte for you. This is a matte shade. Look at that pigmentation. It's very, very beautiful. I love using these palettes, so I'm obviously going to keep this. Easy to grab and use on the go, you know. Let's talk about this tiny Nykaa palette that I got from India when I went to visit this year in November. This is gorgeous, you guys. I've used this once or twice only, but it's like a nice palette to grab. The pigmentation is also nice. The mattes are like perfect. So this is something that I would use in my transition. If I want to deepen my transition, I would use this, and for liner I would use this, and as a shimmer shadow, this is not too gold, so that is something that I like. So I think it'll look gorgeous on the eyes. It's not like yellow gold, you know, I don't like yellow gold. Highly pigmented shades, like a tiny quad, and it comes in handy when you want to travel and you need some sort of eyeshadow with you. Amazing pigmentation, really like this quad. This quad is in the variant Night Out. So that's the variant. Love this. I'm gonna keep this, obviously. We have these two eyeshadow palettes, which I love. I grab this palette more than anything else. Really gorgeous. It has tons of neutral shades which are not too warm toned, so that's something that I like. It also has a glitter which I don't use that much because it's like it just gets all over the place. So except for that, I love the entire palette. It's very nice. The pigmentation is nice. It's the Wet n Wild Always Naked palette, and this one is called the Wet n Wild Always Blushing palette. I got the blushing palette first, and then I really like the formulation of that, and I ended up getting this one as well. This you can find only on Amazon, I guess. So if you're looking for some nice quality cheap eyeshadows, give this one a shot. It's really, really good. I'm going to keep this, obviously, and I'm also going to keep the Always Blushing palette. Let me swatch like a few shades from Always Naked and Always Blushing. So this is also a gorgeous palette. I have entire videos dedicated on this and this palette, like separately. If you want to see how it looks and blends on my eyes, definitely do check those videos out. It's going to be useful. I'm going to swatch like a couple of shades from Always Blushing and Always Naked. So that's gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, obviously I'm going to keep both of these. I do use these quite a bit. I'm keeping all of these, including the two Jaclyn Hill and Tati palette. I'm getting rid of 5 palettes in total. So I'm keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 palettes and getting rid of 5. So I think that's pretty good. See over here, this is what we decluttered. This, and the eyeshadow and the tool thing. This is something that I already did in the previous video. You might have seen that. So these are all my setting sprays, and this one is my brush cleaner. I'm gonna keep all of my setting sprays, so I'm just not bothered about decluttering that. So yeah, so this is how it looks like. I think it looks super neat. I love it, you guys. I also have the Jaclyn Hill and the Tati palette over here. This is the drawer I showed you. This one has foundations and stuff that I showed you in the first video. This is where I keep my lipsticks. I haven't decluttered any of my lipsticks. I did a declutter like 6 or 7 months back. You can go check that out if you want to see a declutter on lipsticks. But anyways, behind all of those is where I have the bigger palettes along with my makeup brushes. Just wanted to show you guys. So these are how all of these individual category of things fit in their own boxes, but I'm going to be keeping this in a drawer. This is not going to be the container which I'm going to be keeping it in, the white one, and these ones will go like it'll be in another place. That was the declutter, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is something that, you know, it looks so much more neater. I like having, like, you know, lesser number of products where I can see them properly and use them well. So I'm happy with this declutter. I wish I had decluttered more of the eyeshadows, but it's fine. I'll use it. They won't go bad. It's a powder product. Anyways, if you enjoyed this declutter, then please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you haven't already watched 2 of my previous declutter videos in this series, this is the last part, you guys. I have 2 other videos. Please go watch that. So this is going to be the end of my makeup declutter series of 2023. I hope you enjoyed the series. I hope you enjoyed this video as well. I'll see you next time in another interesting video. Until then, it's take care, tata, bye bye from Janni Balaji. Bye.